High protein meals have been found to be better at helping you achieve a weight loss goal than just simple calorie restriction. But just having chicken and broccoli gets really boring really quickly. And if you're not loving what you're eating, then you're probably not going to stick with it. Today I'm sharing 20 delish high protein dinner ideas to help you keep your meals exciting and help you achieve your weight loss goal. My name is Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's in nutrition human performance. And today's video is sponsored by Thrive Market. More on them in a bit. Okay, the first is a double patty burger with a lettuce bun and coleslaw. Obviously, you can make this at home, but at most burger restaurants, they also have this as an option. In fact, this is what I've been doing pretty much every single Friday, and it's amazing. Pair it with some coleslaw. It's amazing. If you're ordering it, just ask for a lettuce bun instead. Okay, the second are grain-free chicken tenders. Pretty much every single little kid's favorite meal. I have my own really flavorful recipe in my 7-day detox, but you can also make a pretty simple version by just combining almond flour, coconut flour, and seasonings. Just dip your chicken tenders in an egg wash, roll it around in that almond flour mixture, and then bake it. The third is chili. There are so many different types of chili you can make. The key is just making sure that you're actually using a high quality protein inside the chili. So if you aren't very carb sensitive, then you can add in beans, but you'll still want to add in other sources of high quality protein like ground beef, ground chicken, ground turkey, or if you're plant-based, you can use ground tempeh. I have an amazing bone broth chili recipe. I'll have it linked down description below if you want to check that out. Okay, the fourth is grilled halloumi with kale salad. Halloumi is kind of like a cheese, but it's a protein alternative for vegetarians. What's great about it is that you can grill it in a similar way as chicken, but it cooks a lot faster. I love pairing grilled halloumi with lightly sauteed kale salad. In fact, I shared a video with this exact recipe. I'll have that linked up here. Okay, the fifth is mini meatloaf. What I do is I combine ground beef with spices and zero sugar barbecue sauce like the one from Primal Kitchens, and then I just form these little mini loaves that I then bake in the oven. Literally the most cozy fall meal you can imagine. Okay, the sixth is enchilada pie. Now this is a sneaky way to have an enchilada style meal while adding in a lot more protein and cutting down on the carbohydrate content. You can make enchilada pie by starting off with a base of zero sugar enchilada sauce, adding in your cooked ground beef with maybe some cooked veggies or some black beans, and then topping that layer with 1 or 2 corn tortillas and topping it again with enchilada sauce and a little bit of cheese. Then pop it in the oven for 15 minutes and you're ready to eat. Okay, the seventh is oven roasted chicken legs and veggies. Chicken legs are really great thrown in the oven or the air fryer. I like to put paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Plus, you just kind of feel like you're at medieval times eating chicken legs. Or is that just me? Now, a lot of the ingredients that I'm mentioning in today's video can actually be found on today's sponsor, Thrive Market. Thrive Market is an awesome online membership-based grocery store. They're on a mission to make healthy living as easy and accessible and affordable as possible. Plus, it's delivered directly to your door, making your life just so much easier. I don't know about you, I'm a new mom, so like keeping things simple is really important. You can save on every order on high quality brands like Primal Kitchens on Thrive Market's website or on their app. Plus, if you happen to find the price lower somewhere else, Thrive Market will match the price, always guaranteeing you the lowest price. And orders over $49 have free shipping. One of my favorite features about Thrive Market is that they have these filters to help discover different brands that fit your dietary preferences or needs. So if you're trying to find like a zero sugar sauce or barbecue sauce, like I mentioned for one of today's recipes, you can use these filters to mark off something like zero sugar or plant-based or keto or gluten-free to make sure that whatever options you're choosing fit your dietary preferences. You can also have access to foods that you just might not be able to find at your local grocery store. I know in the past, a lot of my clients have had difficulties finding things like chia seeds or hemp seeds, and you can easily find these items on Thrive Market, all while saving money in the process. And many of the items I'm sharing today, like the Primal Kitchens barbecue sauce, can be found on Thrive Market to make getting enough protein into your diet super easy. And now you can join Thrive Market today to save 30% off your first order, plus a free gift valued up to $60. So head over to thrivemarket.com/autumnbates to get that 30% off your first order. I'll also have the link down description below so you don't miss out. Okay, the eighth food is Sunday salad with grilled bratwurst. This is literally what we have every single Sunday. Obviously, bratwursts are going to contain high quality protein. Then you can make a salad with any of your leftover veggies. Typically for us, that's going to be lettuce, green onions, cauliflower, maybe some jicama. And then we add avocado, cheese, and the grilled bratwurst. Just top with your favorite zero sugar dressing and you're good to go. Okay, the ninth is a cauliflower rice burrito bowl. This one is just so simple. You just saute frozen cauliflower rice with onions and garlic and olive oil and salt, maybe some seasonings, and then top it with ground meat or crumbled tempeh that's been cooked in an enchilada sauce. Get some guacamole on there and you have yourself a healthy chipotle. Okay, number 10 is balsamic steak. I like to cook my steak on the stovetop. Just sear both sides and then add balsamic vinegar into the pan. Let that reduce a bit, add some fresh thyme, add some bone broth, and then some butter to get a nice balsamic glazed sauce. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, the 11th is whole roasted chicken with gravy. I call this my Hobbit feast meal because it's just like such a cozy, delicious, satiating meal. I bake a whole chicken along with other veggies like carrots and cauliflower for that high protein, low glycemic load meal. And then you can either make your own healthy gravy with bone broth, or you can buy some pre-made options. Again, I believe Primal Kitchens has their own. Okay, the 12th are tempeh tacos. Now this is an option for my plant-based peeps. You can just crumble up some tempeh and cook it in some enchilada sauce, add that into a corn tortilla, or use a jicama wrap for a lower carbohydrate option. And then of course top with some salsa, guacamole, a great plant-based option. Okay, next up we have grilled tamari salmon. This is one of the only ways that I personally can eat salmon because it does a really good job of masking that like fishy taste. My husband will marinate salmon for about 15 minutes or so with some tamari, ground ginger, ground garlic, and a dash of paprika and some salt and pepper. This is really rich in protein, but also really rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. Okay, next up is chicken lettuce wraps. I love sauteing up ground chicken with hoisin, which is a type of really delicious sauce, and you can usually find zero sugar or at least very low sugar options. The key is to add this to really crunchy lettuce like iceberg lettuce. Oh my gosh, it's so good. If you also have some water chestnuts to chop up and put on top, just completes it. Okay, number 15 is a Cobb salad. Now, Cobb salad is probably one of the highest protein salads that you can get. It has so many different sources of protein, like the blue cheese, hard-boiled eggs, bacon, and chicken. So you can either order this at a restaurant if you are out to eat, or obviously you can make it at home. If I'm making it at home, I like to make sure I'm making multiple batches of it just because there are so many different components to cook. Okay, the 16th are chicken or steak fajitas. This is one of the absolute best options to order at a Mexican restaurant, or obviously to make it home. The key is to ask for it without corn tortilla, and if you aren't very carb sensitive, you can also have the black beans along with it too. Okay, the 17th is beef stew with either red wine or Guinness. This, oh my gosh, epitomizes fall for me. I have been all about this lately. Beef stew is fairly inexpensive because it uses one of the cheapest cuts of meat, but you're also using fairly inexpensive veggies like carrots and onions and garlic. I love cooking it with red wine or Guinness because it adds so much flavor, and through the cooking process, you cook out the alcohol. And even with the carbohydrates that are left behind, it's not very high, but you do just get so much added flavor. It's so good. Just make sure to swap out the potato for carrots for a lower glycemic option. Okay, the 18th is frittata. This is a great option if you're vegetarian. It's basically just like one big baked omelet, and you can add so much flavor with onions and garlic and bell pepper. And if you aren't vegetarian, some bacon or prosciutto as well. Okay, the 19th is a tray bake. This is kind of just like an all-encompassing, really easy meal. All you do is you take whatever veggies you have on hand, chop them up, put them on a cookie sheet, add whatever protein you have on hand, like chicken or beef or turkey, add some olive oil, add some salt, add some paprika and some garlic powder, give it a toss, put it in the oven, and bake until the protein's done. If you have some zero sugar sauces, you can also add that on top for even more flavor. Fast, easy, and minimal cleanup. It's so nice. Okay, the 20th is stuffed bell pepper. Now the caveat here is that most stuffed bell peppers are just loaded with like quinoa or rice. I like to simply just leave those ingredients out and saute up whatever crumbled or ground protein I'm using, like either the crumbled tempeh, ground beef, ground chicken, ground turkey. Have that protein cooked with like some onions, maybe some fire roasted corn, throw in some salsa, and then just stuff it into the bell pepper and eat it. I personally like to eat a stuffed bell pepper not baked. I like the crunch that it provides, but if you like to throw it in the oven, maybe put a little cheese on top during the baking process, you totally can. Okay, I wanted to add in a little bonus one because I've been making this so much lately, and it's pot roast. Such a classic and inexpensive meal, but one that I think we often forget is very high quality and insanely rich in protein. It's also great because you can start it really early in the day, throw it in a slow cooker, and it's done when you get home. I cook mine with onions and garlic and celery, bay leaf, fresh thyme, tomato paste, and bone broth. Let that sit, slowly cook, and it is so dang good. Now, a lot of the things I mentioned in today's video can be found on Thrive Market and delivered directly to your door. So if you want to get that 30% discount on your first order plus that free gift valued at $60, make sure to head over to thrivemarket.com/autumnbates. Or you can click on the link in the description box down below to take advantage of the discount. Now, if you want some actual very simple, fast, and easy high protein recipes, make sure you check out this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.